Hey guys, welcome back. I missed yesterday. I was super tired. And unfortunately, this is one of those games where I need to focus. And if I was to play, I would make a bunch of mistakes and it wouldn't go well. So I opted instead to go to sleep instead of stream. And I got a good amount of sleep. So I'm feeling better. As for what we did last time, we played some missions and built our base. Let's continue. Oh, excuse me. What? I'd like to go into the game. Hello? What happened? Okay. We just try that again, I guess. Eventually? Maybe? Phantom Doctrine. End. Try that again. Hey, there we go. That was weird. Continue. The whole op and Glasgow was a trap, set none other than my faithful handler. The cargo was a decoy. My handler fled, and we were attacked by hostile forces. If it weren't for Omicron, we'd be dead. The traitor now has been dubbed Turncoat, for obvious reasons, but I'm not sure whether he's been planning it all along. Something doesn't add up. Avoid enemy air support by seeking shelter in buildings, but stay away from windows. Oh yeah, we have to like move again. And there's a whole bunch of new areas. I forgot about that. Right, and we got that cell to deal with. And we're thinking it's got like all three guys? Leningrad, Leningrad, Leningrad? Right. So we can only have two disguises. So I'm thinking we'll just use Marzipan and Duran. You are silenced and you still have that pistol. Duran is silenced. And disguised. Yeah, try using this like on the last mission or last turn just to see what it does. Alright. Oh yeah, I might want to brought my guy so we could interrogate all three. But I already have two guys. That's too late now. I've already got two guys that I got to do something with. And I don't have the money because I got to save up to move. Man, running a spy network is expensive. So it's just like two buildings? Alright. Put you on the east side? We'll do the north or the west, because then we can access all over here. Let's go west. Ooh, that's a different van. Or is it? Kind of looks like a different van.
The enemy's dug in deep. Prepare for a tough fight.
Ooh, Omicron's my handler now. Okay, what do we got? All kinds of collectibles. Alright, so
Are we done standing around?
dividing it by buildings then. Kind of annoying that you start part way up. Tarantulas disperse poisonous gas that damages enemies over time. They, however, are immune to any gas attacks. That is trippy. Doesn't look like there's any loot up here. Well, I don't know if this matters. Heavy armor. Okay, it does. All right. It's kind of weird that they would send the alarm when someone's going through a cabinet. I mean, I can kind of see if someone's taking pictures of intel, sure. Opening up a cabinet, though, is a little weird to be freaking out about. Okay, so something to collect here, but we gotta turn off those cameras. I think we gotta go down.
Waiting on you.
It looked like a chauffeur, but he had health. Outside, some stuff over that way, and there's a bunch of stuff this way. Check out the room first. Okay then.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're out here.
Can you make up your mind already?
Okay. There's one, and you. And it's Duran. He doesn't get enough awareness back. Oh, this might get gnarly.
Why are we here again?
Generate character's awareness. So that's a one-time thing? It doesn't, like, increase my regeneration? I feel like you're gonna go there and then you're gonna spin around. Oh, we saved it. What?
What is it this time?
He did spin around, but he didn't get alerted?
What the?
And you're gonna... Yeah, so that's a problem. $64. Are you serious? He's gonna survive with 1 health? I don't know, can we blind? No, that takes awareness. Right, and focus uses that. I need that to take down. I don't think this is gonna work. I could distract. That's not gonna work. I need to have both of them over here. That's 1 agent. I have no idea where the other 2 could be. Because I don't want to take out that other guy, because then probably gonna alert the other agents. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. There is no one in here.
Are we done standing around?
What the?
Are we done standing around?
Right. Ow!
Waiting on you.
Oh. Oh, that was weird. That looks like it's grayed out. Like I can't use it. What? Okay, that was weird.
Yeah.
I haven't got really anything. I don't know. Check outside, I guess.
Huh?
I mean, maybe there's only one agent, but the only thing I can think of is that thing in the corner there on the map. If that's intentionally lagging behind. Like, the last time we were aware, there were 3 guys in Leningrad. But that was 2 days ago, so maybe they've moved since then, kind of thing. Tacticals. But even then, yeah, like, we barely looted anything, and as far as I know, I think that's everything that we can loot. Oh, we weren't up on the 3rd floor here yet.
Are we done standing around?
I forgot this had 3 floors.
Yeah.
Ah, what is it this time?
Make a new save. What's up, buddy? Just gonna hang out here beside you.
Why are we here again?
You're a heavy. You're a defender.
Waiting on you.
And there's a second agent. And there's the other one.
Can you make up your mind already?
All right, Durant. Haul butt. I regret nothing.
What the?
20.
Why are we here again? Are we done standing around? Ah, what is it this time?
I have a question. Is if I distract, if that's going to distract this person. I think I might have to wait till she's over here. And then that way they're both looking that way. Oh, is it like a whistle thing? Oh, that could be a problem. Select a target.
Can you make up your mind already?
I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work.
All the people.
Of course. We could reach, but I don't think that's gonna work. That also kills them. I'd like to try to keep them alive.
Yeah.
I need line of sight. I think we have to try breaching. Oh, do you have to be like next to the door? Nearby agents move into the designated area and shoot any encountered hostiles. Press enemy overwatch. There's at least 2 enemies with firing capability. Right mouse button on enemies to lock on targets. Never really understood how to do this. Well, we saved it, so. Yeah, you're not. You have no cover, so that should be fine.
Waiting on you.
Okay. I was just like, you're not doing anything. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty cool.
If you really think so. Waiting on you.
Alright, that is all 3 guys, so now we can go killing. And we'll do that here too. That's a lot of fun. I enjoys that.
What the?
There is no other collectibles there.
Why are we
We only
here
got like
then?
half of them.
Are we done standing around?
That's the tricky part, because we can't see them. Do we need to see them though?
Why are we here again?
Yeah, okay, so I think you need to be like...
Huh?
Or maybe you just can't move?
Why are we here again?
That just lets me focus fire. So I shouldn't really need to be able to... Yeah. It's really fun. I like that.
Yeah.
What is it this time?
Oh, done. There we go. That was a good number. Still missing some loot, though.
Huh?
That was weird how I could see him through the floor there.
Waiting on you.
Double check the rooms. Nobody there. A civilian. No looting. Civilian. No looting.
What the?
Why are we here again?
What the?
I'll have you check out over here. Oh. Alright, that was not a route that I was expecting, but it works. Nobody and no looting. Go over here. Nobody. No looting.
Yeah.
No looting. Let's have the agent. And there is looting. Missed it. is for 2 turns. You have exertion? You do. Should have used it.
Mm-hmm.
50 XP. Holy moly.
What is it this time?
Okay, that's all the gear, but we're missing one document.
Yeah.
I think we might miss this document too. Like the third. Oh, there it is. Sneaky. Right in the middle of everywhere. There's still 2 guys left. Don't think there was
Why are
anyone
we
in
here again?
here. That's handy. That's handy. There's no one, and no one.
Huh?
Must be outside. Must be like normal guards or something. No
Huh?
one must know. There's one.
Can you make up your mind already?
A lot of sass from you, lady.
Yeah.
Are we done standing around? What is it this time?
Yeah.
took out the guy down here.
Can you make up your mind already?
What the?
Where the heck is this guy? Alright, so outside has been cleared.
Why are we here again?
Right.
And I'm gonna get addicted to these steroids. Okay, civilian.
Waiting on you. Are we done standing around? What is it this time?
Let's double check to make sure he is a civilian.
Why are we here again?
Got 2 dead bodies.
What the?
Two more bodies. So this building is clear.
Why are we here again?
Huh?
Oh, maybe back here, because I don't think we looked. I think there was a guy over here, wasn't there? Yeah, there he is.
Can you make up your mind already? Reporting primary objective complete.
Good job, team. Head back home.
I'm on my way.
Are we done standing around?
Huh?
Kind of impressive driving. It's a pretty wicked suspension on that thing too.
Primary mission successful.
Nice. Okay, guys, I have to run for a few minutes. Probably going to be about a 10-minute break, unfortunately. Hopefully it won't be that long. But I think I'm going to call it about 10 minutes. So I'll be back as soon as I can. I'm back. Thanks for waiting, guys. Oh, sorry, that was longer than I was expecting. Sorry about that. Well, we took down a cell, and we took out all the enemy's agents, so we bought ourselves some time. Heavy armor, heavy vest. Huh. Alright. Oh good, another secret file. Space warfare documents. Emperor's body and talent revealed. New candidate. Intel. Candidate. I think we maxed out on candidates right now. 410. Good God. And I'd love to have to train you guys. But what do we need? 4 grand? Yeah, 4 grand. Well, I don't think training's too bad, and we have a little bit of time. Maybe Marzipan. Extra XP, decrease awareness on takedown, dancer, cold-blooded. Oh, martial artist. And oh, you got nothing there. And Duran. Oh, okay. I guess we don't have to do any training. Never mind. Oh wow, she took off. I think Duran was ahead by like 9 XP, and now he's behind by like 250. Yeah, we're maxed out. Okay, so we want... Ran down there. Marzipan. I don't know, here? So much stuff. Might spend the money on that. Because we've got 126 hours. It's a lot of money. Wait, enemy agents captured by the Cabal is +3 now? What the hell? It was +2. And then it was +1 because of the cell. So the game's cheating. The game basically said, you're going to have 3 more danger an hour. And, oh, you took out the Cabal? Okay, well, no, you're still going to be getting 3 more danger an hour. Okay, well, never mind then, because that's... Oh god, math. 43 hours? So, we can still do it. I want to do this just because I don't know how this works. I don't know if hideout candidates appear more frequently, period, or if they hide out more frequently at the cost of everything else. Right? Like, if I get this, does this mean enemy recon is going to be, like, less likely? That's kind of what I was thinking it was before. I'm thinking now that I'm saying it out loud, that just sounds silly. Extra supports? No. Yeah, I think we better just save up money. Save up money and then spend it after. And we forgot to use the smoke. Ah. Well, it's great that we got another candidate, but you're at Leningrad? Who's that? Ria? Riga. Would Riga not be? Yeah, okay. That was weird. It started us here, and we still had, like, people... Weird. Alright, so we got enough money. Now let's pretend we have 0 money now. Oh yeah, we got intel. We'll do that once we get up to 750.
If you'd taken my offer, maybe you'd have been able to save your friend. Not anymore. The man in the attached photo is Lamster. Find him and ask him about Ivory Coast. Cardinal out.
You got another package signed Cardinal. It contains a cassette tape and a photograph of a group of people in tattered uniforms or prisoner overalls. Among them, you recognize Fender. Another man is circled with a pen and signed Lamster. It appears the photo must have been taken in Vietnam. Lamster located. Lamster did a good job of covering his tracks and trying to live off the grid. We ultimately found him in New York, living a quiet, miserable life like any veteran vets do these days. Ouch. We should approach him carefully. All we know about him is what little Cardinal gave us. So we, like, instantly found him? That is interesting. We got someone right there. First of all, let's do this. I'm thinking Ivory Coast is gonna reduce that danger. Maybe we should do that now then. To advance the story. ID exposed. I guess that's okay, because he's a turncoat. Hire Lamster? Oh, that's a good one. That's expensive, though. Maybe we'll just save up the money and get the speed. I forgot about that one. Solo? Nice.
Lamster, what happened in Ivory Coast?
Huh. Who told you about that mission? Never mind. Don't want to know.
Wait, you're talking Operation Ivory Coast, Vietnam 1970?
That's the one. We recovered a bunch of POWs and your friend. Turncoat. Then they vanished.
Bullshit. All the papers say the raiders didn't release any POWs.
That's a convenient version. The truth is much more interesting. But don't take my word for it. The original, the accurate report is probably still hidden in the U.S. Embassy in Stockholm.
Of course. Lamster is a former Special Forces operative, now working as a coach at a local boxing club, and doing odd jobs here and there. Our pitch piqued his interest, and he agreed to talk more. Wait, vultures on site? That doesn't make sense. Doesn't say anyone's there. Oh. Okay. Well, maybe we'll have Bush Baby here? Jackal there. Can I? Doc. I can dismiss him. But then the money kind of becomes a waste. We'll keep using him until he gets, like, ambushed. At least then he's providing some kind of help. Okay, that's an attack. That's an empire, I guess. Oh, there's a thing way over there. 10 hours away. Oh, wait. Yeah, 10 hours away. Better to have someone in, what is that, Vancouver? Yeah, it is Vancouver. I want to move my headquarters. Make a new save. But I don't want to do it while we're still at like 3 danger though. Touche. Alright then, I guess we are doing it. Lamster is a wreck, paranoid from his experience in Vietnam. Or maybe afterwards. He said Turncoat was one of the POWs recovered during Operation Ivory Coast. Officially, a failed liberation of POWs from a VC prison. He claims the events of the op has been covered up, and that a copy of the original report has been hidden in the U.S. Embassy in Stockholm. That's a weird place to keep that report. Beware of agents with secret perks. They may be superbly talented, but they may also be brainwashed. Okay, well, let's do some analytics first. USDOD. Engineer Club? Never even heard of that. Sophomore said you needed the right person for the airliner op, so here are a few candidates. You may have heard about them from that op in Spark Club. Okay, so Zeitgeist sounds familiar. Cheap Chili. That is awesome name. And Cheap Chili is nowhere to be found. Sophomore. Sterling, hang on. Sophomore. No, Sparkbug there though. Okay, so obviously we're missing something. WizKid. Nope. Loud High. Nope. Mountaineer. Resistor. Nope. Focal length. Nope. Acid Gambit. There we go. Didn't give us anything though. Two Virginians. Nope. Mercury 8. Nope. Spindlehawk. Frenzo Lens. Repeater. Buckthorn. Oh, right there. New intel. Gun. And more compounds. Yay, drugs! Space warfare documents. We haven't even opened this document yet, and we already have all the intel. I would like to make it clear that the official position of my team is that the whole SDI project is simply unfeasible, no matter what Purple Penguins may be suggesting. The sheer complexity of the system and the logistics of its deployment resembles that of Project Horizon. Yes, you read that well. A goddamn moon base. We should be focusing on lesser threats to delivering WMDs to our shores, such as Redacted, or any other foreign corporation or terrorist group. They are not governed by the same principles we are. Who is Purple Penguin? Comrades, it has come to the attention of Duke of Orange that you have been careless on duty in our establishment. Enemy agent known as WizKid easily infiltrated the site, posing as a Soviet Air Force officer. Good start. Stray Cat and No Contembolist attended the meeting, tapes 1 to 3, though much of it was in code. Trailed the agents, but lost them during rush hour. This is a complete disaster. Safe House was raided by an unknown party, and all friendlies, including Mailman, were considered MIA. We're analyzing the footage recovered by... Stray Cat was spotted outside the compound mere hours before the attack. We also picked up interesting comm traffic between and around this time. C3? House Martin asked us to follow Cautious Driver during their visit in, following allegations of involvement with Mailman, and were dispatched. Cassiopeia provided support. 10:12. Target has taken the bus in the direction of the airport. Target changed the bus twice, obviously trying to lose potential tail. Jettison is about too curious about the recent demise of our beloved leader and supervisor. If anyone from Wrecking Crew is swayed by Jettison's sensational guesswork, they might add 2 and 2 and mess up our gig. And we arrived for this troublemaker and to be invited to a conference in. Make sure this is their final resting place. Report back to IRA facility upon completion. The IRA are at it again. Okay, 4 Slant Zulu. Well, let's just work out of this backwards. Purple Penguins. Nakambolis. Stray Cat. Mailman. House Martin. Castle. Purple Penguin is the C3. Blueprint for riot slugs. I'm intrigued. Peacock has been revealed. And medium armor trade contact. Nice. Oh, we got a few things going on here. So far, I can take all of these. Damage threshold goes up. We might have to start playing with some drugs here. Analytics, new Jiras. Right contact. Damn it! Marzipan literally just left there. Our agent infiltrated the local Navy command, where they copied the original report. We should now be able to track down the Beholder vessel back to its port of origin. HMS Conqueror Operation Report. We 've 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 'ave 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 ' Nesta there. Coyote here. Hammer could probably be moved. Here. Oh, Duran's in sight. Oh, and we can start doing workshop. Maybe we will. Duran's gonna be our test subject. Oh, this has a requirement. See what... Okay, your normal stats. So you lose 2 mortar. Action points, awareness, regeneration, dodge cost. Circulatory goes up a lot. Oh. Hit points and fire points. They're shooting you up with all kinds of stuff. Movement range goes down huge. Maximum awareness goes down a bit. Awareness regen goes up a little. Health goes up a little bit. Dodge goes down quite a bit. Damage threshold goes up. Maximum action points goes up. You become slow. You go from my fast guy to like a slow guy. Sensory. Maximum awareness, Overwatch field, and sight range. Alright, what the hell? Shoot him up, Duck. Oh, okay. Duran is at base because we moved the base to him, basically. That's what happened. Move him forward. Oh, agents are up. Active beholder cells, +4. Jesus, we're gonna have to move again. And we got all the intel. Intel about suspect vessel. Cable ship Marquirus. Came from an anomalous source. Upon catching up with the vessel, we tailed her at periscope depth, approaching her to about 60 feet on several occasions. We noted the crew were lifting telephone cables from the ocean floor, which should be considered standard given the ship's owner. SIS codename Monoxides. The cable exiting the vessel had been affixed with a cuboid of unknown purpose or make every 5 miles of cable length. The commander decided against examining the cuboid in more detail in order not to alert the crew of our presence. Upon confirming CS Marquise was under Her Majesty's jurisdiction, registered home port in Paradise Lost, we sent an inquiry for further orders via Skynet. Navy Command responded by ordering CS Marquise be seized, its cargo loaded onto the Conqueror and the rogue vessel scuttled. What? That's awfully aggressive. At 01:26 hours, the Conqueror surfaced within 100 feet of CS Marquise. The onboard SAS regiment had been dispatched in Zodiac inflatable craft and boarded the vessel. They had SAS on board the submarine? That also seems suspicious. The crew abandoned ship in lifeboats, headed back to... However, the captain and the first mate of the vessel had been found dead, having committed suicide by cyanide pill and by shot to the head, respectively. The cargo found in the holds consisted of 109 crates wrapped in black foil. All crates have been loaded in the forward cargo hold and secured. The operation concluded at 04:50 hours. Ruffians keep complaining about the papal visit to Dynamo Room. You know, with the monorail's involvement? No, they scrapped that completely. Now they want to find some desperates and simply shoot the man during a public gathering. They'll start a witch hunt. Sailment. This material was taken live from the infamous Siege of Hong Kong. If you haven't heard about it, it's because it was only inexplicably on local news only. I bet Hearth is to blame. It says they're probably ragtop. Oh, Hong Kong. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Has removed all food sources from the apartment in Saragoda, adjacent to Paragraph Target's apartment. on a bulk cruiser registered in. The cargo manifest was a sloppy forgery, although I was surprised to find Digger Jaws on the list. If you remember, they were recently involved in the scandal with Academias and Backend. We hauled the find back to port. Excuse me. I'm really sorry. I think may have had something to do with this. My source in Britcana.com told me as much. Sir, I report operation successful. However, it has not come easy, mostly due to the arrivalistic attitude of the Soviets, rather than any opposition from Autodidact or Monorail. Specifically, Jaywalker's tactical plan had been hijacked by the Soviet handler, who claimed to have come up with it himself. When asked for details, he answered, despite having zero knowledge of the matter, without consulting Jaywalker. Moreover, he failed to provide any intel from Fleming Beholder, leading us to believe they were involved in the plan. They weren't, as attested by... there it is. The location, an industrial facility in Paradise Lost, was in disarray. Multiple casualties, broken windows, signs of explosions. 8 local enforcers and 4 private military contractors of yet unknown origin, likely monoxides or digger jaws. We are still unsure who is responsible for this operation or what was its objective. Has been spotted recently in this area, but given their wide network of contacts, it leaves us with suspects ranging from to Ragtop and everything in between. Okay, let's go monoxide. Where? Oh, we are. Paradise Lost. Digger Jaws. Oh, that was mentioned somewhere. Maybe it was here, but... Oh, there it is. What? Paradise Lost. Ragtop. This is what I don't get. Is both of these connect to that connects to this to that. So how do we know monoxides is related to Britcom and not Paradise Lost? Very confusing. Anyway, Ragtop. Beholder vessel identified. CS markings. HMS Conqueror recovered the Beholder cargo from cable ship markings. We tracked the cable layer to its home port in Hong Kong. It belongs to our British telecommunications operator, Britcom. We found a local information broker who should be able to provide more intel on the origins of the cargo itself. Conspiracy cell revealed. In Vancouver, trade contact. Affects danger by 4. Wow, this one is nasty. Alright. Okay, let's send in our recon guys. Maverick. Nice. Haystack. Nice. Valhalla's proposal. Oh, we can start information noise filtering. Reduces the amount of false positives on the world. A lot of money. Oh, wrong one. Okay, Vancouver. 1, 2, 3. I assume I can't use Duran because you're in flight. Let's send me in again. And I don't know why my equipment changed. Yeah, more damage. One less bullets. Oh, it was Duran that had the Estrella. Okay. That's going to be a problem. We might have to try this without you having a disguise. We're gonna have to take out some civilians then as Marzipan. Uh-oh. Oh, we did get it back. You get 3 shots. Just trying to think, because if there's 2 agents in the room, right, they could potentially dodge 3 times. So what's the difference between the vest and the armor, other than the damage threshold? Right? Like, there's got to be a difference, because I guess maybe money, it's cheaper if I buy the heavy vest rather than the armor, and therefore I have lower damage threshold. It's the only thing I can think of, because otherwise I just use the heavy armor. Oh, you are trained and stuff now. Or we have weapons that you are trained in. Oh, that's so much money. Oh, can I upgrade this? Is that what it's... Sure. Ooh. Sure shot. The next shot from this character cannot be dodged by the target. Easy kill. Direct kills of stunned characters restore AP and F. Very curious. Let's try it. Now I gotta actually pick a spawn point. I guess I didn't really need to wear the armor. Loot spot there. Loot spot here. I don't really want to spawn there because we're right in front of a camera. Where should my support be? Go west, I guess? There's no real good spots. What are you talking about? Not being sneaky.
The enemy's dug in deep. Prepare for a tough fight.
And there's 4 agents? I can't remember now.
Are we done standing around?
Oh, of course I got a pistol suppressor after I buy one. And we're in the middle floor here. That's kind of awkward. Oh, that's a problem. Right off the hop. Right off the hop, we're gonna get spotted. Oh, there's a guy there. I didn't even see him.
Why are we here again?
A 150 XP. Holy crap.
Don't kill me!
Right off the hop, man! Seriously? Right off the hop! Where am I? Oh, okay.
Can you make up your mind already? Waiting on you.
There should be someone in here then. Okay. Let's do this. Trying to leave civilians alone. It's not working.
What's cooking?
Waiting on you.
What's cooking?
Waiting on you.
Oh, I wanted to drop him there, but I guess that works.
What's cooking?
Really wish the game wouldn't just auto-select the first guy all the freaking time. It's really annoying. I like how with all that armor and weaponry, we remember to bring our camera. Let's clear out this first. What? Are you kidding me? She moves that fast? What the frick ever?
Are we done standing around?
Oh, can we block her? did, but I don't
Waiting on
know
you.
if that's gonna be... useful or not? I don't think I can move fast. Maybe we can use exertion. Oh yeah, and she has kung fu, so her takedowns take less too. We have enough anyway, right? Yeah. But I want to see how much this uses. 40.
That's not what I would do.
I don't know if that's really worth
I'm
a
here.
perk slot. That door opened. That has me so nervous.
Can you make up your mind already?
Oh, I picked that one up. Why won't you let me... What the frick? No, I don't want to pick up the agent. I want to pick up the... Okay, fine. Just hope nobody walks in, I guess. Oh, there's an agent. Right in front of the window. Screw it. That's 2 agents down. Okay, this room looks clear.
Can you make up your mind already?
I'll probably try to extract it there. Oh my god, that was close. Not really sure how they didn't see me, but alright.
cooking?
Yeah, alright, we'll go over here. Because I can't really take out any enemies until I take out the agents. There's no point in having you go inside.
Yeah?
Ah, what is it this time?
TKB. That's different. Okay, so we gotta find the other two agents. Well, I guess we'll start first floor and work our way up.
Hey,
Why are we here again? Are you sure? Ah.
So many civilians.
I'm here.
Did you run away from me? Oh, the security camera. Let's see.
Are we done standing around?
They gotta take out these civilians. Oh, that's convenient. Some guards failed to report back. Oh, no! So do civilians count? Because... I've only taken out 2 guys. Alright, so for fun, let's just run out here. Where did... Okay, civilians must count.
I'm here.
That's kind of weird. Alright. Was he up on the roof? Maybe he was up on the roof and he jumped down. That's got to be the only thing I can think of. Oh! Oh yeah, I think he is on the roof.
Uh-huh.
Is he on the 3rd story? Oh, he's on the 3rd story roof? Maybe he ran inside here? I'm very confused.
Why are we here again? Maybe we'll just stay here for now.
Alert.
That's unfortunate. Okay, apparently the game kind of lets us cheat a little bit and warns us about that. That's fine. I'm trying to figure out where
What is it this time?
Where do the agents go?
What's cooking?
Ah, what is it this time?
Light armor? Must have went down the stairs?
Uh-huh.
Are we
So
done standing
confused where he
around?
went. Juice. Yeah, you guys don't seem to patrol. So I'm gonna take you out to get the briefcase. So we'll have to remember that.
Yeah?
Oh, she can see me through the door window? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that was the wrong one. That one. Okay, so this is weird. I don't like the fact that I can't take out civilians. It's very strange that that's going to alert them. Ooh, what the? We need to juice up. So, does this mean if I take out the third agent, the fourth one's going to be alerted? Oh, that is BS. Don't like how I can't, like, crouch or prone or anything like this. Fine, that's... Those aren't windows. Looks like windows from this spot. Oh, it's a bulletin board, that's... Okay, well, let's save it. Hey, juice up again. I will come back for you two, and I'll breach and shoot you all.
Waiting on you.
Alright, we didn't get spotted. Huzzah! Not here. Oh, computer we can use. Oh, the door's locked. Okay, it's a good thing we're going through the balcony, I guess. Now the big question is, do we go through the glass? Yep. Oh, there's people here. Okay, and that's where we started. Juice up. And try this one. Just casually walk through a glass window. Guard's like, yep, this is normal, no worries. Yeah, I used to make fun of that. And then I think yesterday we actually saw one of the civilians pass through glass. So apparently it is normal. Oh, there he is!
Hey.
Oh, of course he's looking this way. Shit. Oh, I should. Well, I guess because combat initiated, we wouldn't have been able to see. I wanted to see where he was going next turn. Where is my turn one? He's coming back. Oh, but he's probably going to see me here. Oh, he didn't.
Are we done standing around?
Okay. So now we'll see if this makes the fourth agent suspicious. That's gonna cause some problems.
This again.
I guess there was really no point in stabilizing him.
That's not what I would do.
Oh well.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it seems like
Waiting on you.
taking out the agents doesn't make the other agents just not suspicious, but I don't know, alerted? Okay, so we just gotta check here, and then this floor's clear. Yeah, they don't seem to be alerted. Interesting. In through the window, but out through the door. These people crazy. I stopped asking questions a long time ago. It just falls apart if you do. Okay. So this is clear. Oh, there's... Oh, I didn't even notice little staircases before. Okay. So... Hang on.
Why are we here again?
We checked up here. There is no other building with third story. Okay, we cleared here. Maybe the fourth one is in here? Because I think we've cleared out the satellite buildings, right? Oh, I missed this intel.
What's cooking?
Why are we here again?
Grab that. That was in the corner. I missed that completely. Okay, we were here. We turn off the cameras. We were here and turned off the cameras and dropped a body there. This is where Deadpan started. There was nothing in here. And there's a couple things in here that we grabbed. Yeah. Huh. Where would the fourth one be then? Oh, well, we may as well grab the briefcase from here. AP bullets. Nice. Yeah, this game has a comfortable level of jank if you don't look too closely. Yeah, it's... Sometimes the jank is the fun. We are down here. Behind the truck to avoid this guy. Guess we can save it because they would have been alerted by now. Well, there's a guy in here, but not an agent. I don't know, let's try clearing out some of the civilians for Deadpan to get some XP. There should be 4 agents. But again, I'm assuming that that
Are we done
thing on the
around?
world map is up to date. I don't know if it actually is or not. Alright, let's save it just to be safe. Take down. Okay, so one more loot, which would be up on the 3rd floor, possibly with a classified document. Could have both. So maybe we kind of know where everything is. Sure. Take down.
What's cooking?
Yeah, I guess there's only 3 agents. 'Cause I think we would have been suspicious by now otherwise. This is going to be a lot of work to get 5 XP for each guy. Okay, there was a guy in the corner here. Let's sneak in that way. There's a guy here we're gonna have to figure out.
I'm here.
Oh, we used a door.
Can you make up your mind already?
I'm here.
Are you not? You can't see the corner. Okay.
Why are we here again?
A plan comes to mind.
Uh-huh.
Cheeto chop.
What is it this time?
Oh, balls, you
here.
guys look. Huh.
What's cooking?
Can you distract? No, you can't. Might be able to take you out and dispose. So you're just out of line of sight. Yeah, that might be doable. And then we'll somehow dispose of the body in a lobby of 3 people. And no one will notice her missing.
Waiting on you.
I'm here.
Who? Can anyone see the guard?
Sure.
Run away!
Can you make up your mind already?
That was a lot of work for 5 XP. Wow. Okay, 4 more people left. There's 2 on the 3rd floor. And then 2 in that conference room. We should be able to breach that.
Yeah.
Gotta deal with the civilian. Okay, I think there was 2 in that room.
Hey,
Okay, we really gotta train him in some SMGs once this is
Waiting on
over.
you.
Yeah, there's 2 in here. And we can't sneak up on this guy. Don't have any lockpicks. So yeah, we're gonna have to breach.
yeah.
Huh, so I wonder where the 4th agent is then. They must have left the cell.
Can you make up your mind already?
Oh, I guess because we need movement points. Use you. You're bursting.
Are we done standing
You,
around?
you're bursting. Yeah, that's good. Not a word of a lie. That is my favorite part of this whole game. Just doing the breach and clear. I love that. That is awesome. Let's get Deadpan. Yes.
Waiting on you.
Okay, and Marzipan, we have to go through here.
Yeah.
I like to believe she's an eldritch horror wearing a skin suit, and she just, like, unhinges her jaw and eats the bodies. Okay, I'm not going to be able to unsee that. Thank you very much.
Are we done standing around?
Yeah.
Okay, last 2 is up here.
I'm here.
Alright, we make it up the stairs.
Hey,
Breach. Go. Really? Really? Alright. Oh, you can't do it. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out beside. Yeah. Okay. That happened.
reporting primary objective complete.
Good job, team. Head back home.
Take some time to reload, just in case something happens. Alright, we looted everything. Got the objectives, and we've got 2 operatives to kidnap. This was very successful. They forgot the clear part of the breach. Yeah, that was... I mean, now we know. But that was very interesting. Okay, you can jump out. We don't want to jump out yet.
If you really think so.
Juice you up and get one of the guys.
Yeah?
We can get to the window, but not through it.
I'm here.
Hang on. Where are we? That building. Let's jump out these windows. Pick up Maverick or Chinbit. Let's go with Maverick.
Yeah?
Just hook it to my veins.
Can you make up your mind already?
Yeah?
Waiting on you.
And jump. That's really impressive in heels. Like, my feet hurt just watching that.
Exfil incoming.
So close.
Hey,
Oh! Okay. So we'll save it. I'm still gonna see what that smoke thing does. Just in case this, like, sets off the alarm. Oh, I think it does. Can I not? Is it because I'm carrying a body? Oh, I gotta select. Oh, cool. I can pick, like, where to wear? Hang on. There's gotta be, like, a limit to this. Oh, it... Is it? Oh, it's just a smoke grenade that I don't need to have on me. And I'm not limited by my throwing speed, I guess. I mean, I guess that's cool. And that's on cooldown for everyone, right? Yeah. I don't know. Could be useful. Okay. Oh, ouch. I need a 2-minute break to grab some water. So I will be right back, guys.
Primary mission successful.
I'm back. Thanks for waiting, guys. Okay. We'll slow down a little bit of the danger. Oh, does this penetrate damage resistance? Oh. Ooh, I like that. That could be fun. Snapjaw and Maverick. Vulture's tail talent revealed. Apollo. Intel, secret file. And more intel. we got 6 new intel for a secret file that we didn't even have. Interesting. 687 XP. Good God, woman. And we get a new thing. Something good. League Pitcher. Throwing grenades no longer ends turn. Didn't know that it did. Increases critical timer. Agent takes longer to bleed out. Bonus XP for missions. Increases the maximum range of the Overwatch cone. Oh, I don't like any of these. Stalker or League Pitcher? Let's go Stalker. Okay, so I can swap out. Okay, so here's some SMGs. Don't know if you're an SMG. Oh, you give me my proficiency with my pistol, though. Although I guess we don't really need that if we can suppress an SMG. I do like the exertion, so I don't really want to give that up. Direct kills. I assume that means like shots and not like area of effects. I guess we'll... Oh, this gives us an M10. Oh, okay. We don't get the abilities, but we get more proficiencies. TKB. So we do have some of them. This is better burst damage. Cheaper reload. Slightly better clip size. Better Overwatch and breach though. Better burst, cheaper reload. So that's like the same thing, everything. Ooh. This seems to be better overall, but I don't think we have any training for that. The M10 is pretty much better. We lose 2 bullets per clip, but it do more damage on everything. Though we get 3 full autos with the M10, and the Gal we get 4. I don't think we're going to be doing full auto a whole lot, though. Okay, and the M12 is just better across the... Oh, M10 versus M12. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the M12 is the better gun. I don't know if we have any breaching. That's M10. And this is the M10. Okay, so I guess for now we have to go with the M10. Don't really need that. Don't really need that. Or the shotgun. You're a little more expensive. Okay, so I think we'll swap that. Okay, so first of all, let's save it. Oop. Okay, where am I? There I am. What is movement rate I like? Bonus damage against suppressed characters. I mean, those are nice to haves. Wait. I have proficiency in Estrella. Do I not have any Estrellas? I don't. Wow, frick, man. Maybe I'll just buy an Estrella then. Yeah, okay. There! Could have just done that. Then I could have been undercover. Oh! No, wait. I don't think I can wear a vest if I'm using a disguise, though. I'll have it equipped for now. I think the openly hostile, if I remember right, is just anyone sees me anywhere in its combat. Whereas the vest is I have to be trespassing. But then I don't think I can wear a vest if I'm undercover. Okay, I think I understand this. Okay, let's just not equip that right now. And then Mazapan. Nope. You're getting ahead. I have to start using Duran a little bit more then. Okay. Analytics. I suppose I should be accustomed to betrayal by now, but it still stings. We learned yesterday that an agent has been pocketing bribes for years. Years. Not for a son's tuition or a sick mother either. It had a secret mansion in Malibu, which coincidentally is next to Transpaxel. Yeah. Humans are ever the weak parts of my plan. It is infuriating. And yet therein lies my weakness. My constant foolish belief that people are better than they are. This was the best assignment I ever had in 12 years working for Mossad. And not just the insiders. When triple goddesses visited them last month, they were both talking that nonsense like it was code. Of course, not so funny when they described what they did to poor Sea Lion in... But now at least we know was involved, which confirms that, as told us in... The figure marked with a red pen is God's, of all people. You know how I know? That's a lot of stuff. Where's Mossad? There it is. There's another special forces I haven't heard in a while. Eight local enforcers and 4 private military contractors of yet unknown origin, likely freethinkers or men in black. We are still unsure who is responsible for this operation or what was its objective. Dawes has been spotted recently in this area, but given their wide network of contacts, it leaves us with suspects ranging from to Sugarwater and everything in between. Okay, Gauze was mentioned over here. And we got that. Okay. Sea Lion. Nope. Triple Goddess. Nope. Congressional. Nope. Miss... Oh my god, how do I say that? Misanthrope? Nope. Zeitgeist. Nightcrawler. Nope. Cautious Driver. Intrinsic Value. Lazarus. Free Thinkers. Sugar Water. Men in Black. And okay, so that's all we got so far. Both and Cooperative are getting complacent. They think we're so safe, they can wage wars on other continents. Let's rattle their cage. Let's show them that it's not safe at all. The commies are here. They're close, and not just Cuba. This place is bad luck, as evidenced in the 1960s. But there are plenty of other nations in the Caribbean that could take the hit. Nicaragua, Grande, Antigua. Let's pick one. Escalate intentions. Show Reagan it's all close to home. We'll get plenty of business, I tell you. Organization. I don't know. Let's just click on... Oh. Cooperative? Oh, okay, I guess, yeah. Although you would think that'd be a capital C. But, alright. Congratulations, comrades. Jones family says the Iraqis have been driven out of Kazakhstan, and now Kaihomi's even more of a hero than before. God, I can't say any of these words. What? How did that happen? I'm told it's because the Iranians had help from... That's sabotage! Actually, it's all exactly as planned. With the Iraqis humiliated, the war will fester for a couple more years. And since we're best friends to both of them, we'll make sure they've had enough to sustain the hostilities. Our digitally gifted partner has planted even more of his agents within Jones family, and... What is he trying to accomplish? Blow every cover we put in place to keep this whole charade away from prying eyes? And that recent incident in Junction is not helping either. B&D. That looks like a German outfit? Never even heard of them. GBU, haven't heard of either. NFT. Hello, Firestarter. Some gentlemen from Free Flinkers passed me a threatening letter today. Apparently they believe I'm with Cooperative, and have pointed out that I've spent time in some very dicey areas of... Honestly, I believe they're trying to blackmail. Charming, eh? Cooperative was mentioned somewhere. Oh, right there. Jones's family. Here. Junction. Bath Alumni. Ivory League. Aviators. Zealots. Repeater. Aqueduct. Fairview House. Free Thinkers. Firestarter. Well, I guess that's all we got right now. +5 agents captured by the Cabal. Okay, I don't know what is giving this bonus. We've got to knock that out. That was like +2 at the start of tonight. And it's now up to +5. And as far as I know, none of my agents have been captured. It's going to cost like another $4,000 to move. 25, and it moves to Vancouver? Ugh. That is a long way to move. Okay, so we got Deadpan and Marzipan. I don't think we're doing... We don't need to do training. Oh, right. One's in Stockholm. Right. Right. Okay, so let's pump Marzipan with a bunch of drugs. I want to pump Deadpan, but I don't know what is going to cause or interfere with us. So let's move. Move you over here. $18 hours. Yeesh. Okay, and whoever's moving there, I think we'll move more, maybe here.
Welcome to Hong Kong. I'm told you're looking for information.
Indeed. I want to know who supplied the cargo for CS Marquis' latest trip.
It's last voyage, eh? That ship was bad karma from the start. I'm happy it's gone.
So, how much for the information?
The cargo belonged to my enemies. If you harm their business, there will be no charge.
How generous of you. What makes you think I'm out to hurt them?
Judging by the news from Glasgow, it seems to be your style. I will send the data.
That went well.
Yeah, too well.
Yeah, that kind of seems like a trap. Our agent made contact with Tai Pen, who offered to provide the necessary information. Inspect the Windjammer Logistics Warehouse in Hong Kong. I assume by inspect means it's going to be an actual, like, 3 agents? Oh, we still got it. Oh man, I don't like having options. Which I'm afraid if I pick one over the other, then I'm going to start like advancing to other chapters. And I kind of want to finish everything here and build everything first. I don't... right. Alright, let's save it. This, I guess, we can delete now. See how far we can get without getting raided. Next drug. Who's in Munich? Oops. Move you here? Yeah, I think so. I gotta say, I don't really notice much of a improvement on travel speed. I mean, I guess I kind of see a little bit, but... Oh, I don't have anyone at work. That's what. Okay, that is you full of drugs now. And then you don't have any training. So let's send you out, I guess. Let's save it. We're gonna get raided real quick, I think. +5. I just... Ah. I don't know, maybe we'll go... Oh, Deadpan's gonna have to... Alright, let's send her... here. Why... Oh, there you are. And then Deadpan's gonna have to fly over. Ooh, more intel. Arms cache found in the vicinity of... Around 10:15 a.m., 2 officers arrived, claiming they were from Terrence Pack. They refused to provide any identification, instead calling themselves Karateka? And they said the cache belonged to, and that they were authorized to commandeer the finding. The Commandant protested by telephone to an Advent Guard, but gave in after the conversation. Advent Guard, I haven't heard that name in a while. Action summary. Protesters sent by Good Neighbors occupied the planned drilling site outside Fairview House, citing the existence of endangered wildlife within. The final death toll was 13 protesters and 2 officers. With the primary drilling site now off-site due to public scrutiny, the secondary site occupied by the company will be forced into an expensive bidding war with Splashdown on our site in... Ooh, autopsy report. Okay, what do we got here? Fairview House. Good Neighbors. Splashdown. Karatekia. Terrence Pack. Oh. Silenced Sniper. I'm intrigued. Oh, we should also see what we can make the next time Deadpan is at the base. New candidate is zombie. Cannon. Nice. Redefector. Nope. Junction. Uptorrent. Golf course. And that is it. Alright, let's save it. Because I'm assuming that once it's full, we're gonna get rated no matter what if we don't get rated before then. 1500. Comms facility, maybe. Well, that could be good. Actually, I like that. That's a lot of money, though. Additional support slot. That's nice. Nice. Oh, yeah, we still gotta... We got, like, 6 agents that we've got to interrogate or do something with. Oh. We need to reduce the danger so that we can make money, so we can get some of these upgrades. I don't think I've ever had my danger level this high before. We got 1 agent so far. There we go. Interesting. Okay. I always thought that once this maxed out, we would get rated. But it doesn't seem to be that way. You just ride the danger? Or is it because there's no agents free? Does an agent come and raid us? So many questions. Okay, good. We're racking up money. Good. That means we can get some upgrades then. New intel. Okay. Not sure what these guys have to do with an X-ray, but alright. Colorado conman? There's a bunch of Spetsnaz agents sniffing about Bagman's house in... Should I call Poison Ivory? Is that a weaponized umbrella? Okay. Bagman. Poison Ivory. Father Garrot. I don't think that sounds familiar. Redefector. Okay, Jones's family is Spetsnaz, or related to Spetsnaz. Interesting. Fire starter. And Kara Etika. Nope. Colorado Conman doesn't sound familiar either. Nope. Okay, so that's a dead end. These four have nothing to do with nothing. Okay, so cooperative here to... Yeah, okay, so... Free thinkers? No. Okay, so we got nothing so far. Do I just say screw it? I think I say screw it. Oh, we had enough money anyway. Okay. Okay, this is great. This is letting us, like, build up some cash. Okay, this is gonna finish everything off. 8 local enforcers and 4 private military contractors of yet unknown origin, likely freethinkers or Obsidian Eyes. We're still unsure who is responsible for this operation or what its objective. Has been spotted recently in this area, but has given their wide network of contacts, it leaves us with suspects ranging from to wrecking crew and everything in between. Furthermore, after as little as 3 hours on site, we were contacted from and told to abandon the investigation and not to file any reports. And you. Okay, so free thinkers. Wrecking crew. Obsidian Eyes. Kobolds. Up. Okay, so we're missing something here. Okay, so cooperative here, here, and here. So Karateka is not here. So that doesn't do anything. So then Wrecking Crew. Nothing. Obsidian Eyes. Oh, up there. Missed that last time. There we go. GB. New candidate Godiva. Roxy's advanced firearms talent revealed. Redstone. That is a cool name. Didn't give us any more drugs though. That's a little disappointing. I mean, we may as well wait till we get cheaper interrogation to interrogate. No secret perks or revealed influence perks to remove. Ooh, hello. Oh. I don't know what these perks give me. I don't know if I can brainwash them because I'm maxed out on my agent list. But yeah, that's... I guess hold on to these guys till we get cheaper, better stuff, I guess. Oh, that's just a special mission. Oh, but we need 3 people there, right? Well, we may as well do it now if we're not going to get attacked. Let's do that. Reduces the amount of false positives on the map. Ooh, ooh. No, probably other stuff. Reduces impact of enemy recon on proximity to HQ. Probably. I feel like I should probably get the expensive ones first, while we have time. Jekyll's seeking talent revealed. Seems to be very popular. Okay, we'll do that later. Ambush. Our assassins have been ambushed by Beholder operatives. We may attempt to flee or abandon the ambushed agents. In the latter case, they may be captured by Beholder. Oh. I can't do anything. Oh, okay. Start combat, I guess? I have no idea what I'm doing. Evacuate your agents. We may have to save scum and go back. Taiai's offer to give us Windjammer logistics on a platter was just too good to be true. He sold us out to Beholder lackeys who organized an ambush on the premise provided by Taipan. We'll deal with that son of a bitch as soon as we exfiltrated our team. Right. So it was an ambush.
Heads up, we've got unknown hostiles coming in from all directions. It was a trap.
I'm gonna skin that bastard alive.
Later, mate. Let's focus on getting everyone out first.
That's not good. Oh, hello. Oh, you're an... Wait, there's an agent here? Oh my god, there's 3 stories? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we might have to see what's going on with this.
Hit me.
Should have sent Coyote. Assuming that means he's covered. $20 damage. Oh, because he's got 10 damage reduction. Damn. Let's use you. Oh, what? And he's gonna... Yeah. Oh, okay, well that's... not so bad. Son of a bitch. Okay, I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna load this. Okay, and then we're gonna send Coyote. And who was my other heavy hitter? I don't think it was Empire. Was it Hammer? Yeah, it looks like it was Hammer. Okay, yeah, so we'll send in Coyote and Hammer. Hammer. And I'm getting tired and missing a Coyote. 11-hour travel. And yeah, we'll use Duran as well, because we want to give him some XP. I don't think we really have... Yeah, okay. Moondog. That's a different name. Okay, so that's ready. Then crew quarters. Coyotes. Bigger magazine. LMG. This reduces damage, so we don't want that. Slow an enemy down, I don't think is super useful. Damage penetration could be useful. You 10 bullets and you got 30 clips. You can shoot 3 times before you have to reload. That lets us shoot one more time. I think I'd rather have AP bullets. And then as your secondary... Yeah, if that's the only thing you're trained in. I don't think we'll worry about that. You're using heavy armor. You got the frag grenade and a flashbang. Okay, I think that's okay. The hammer. They also have AP bullets. You have shotgun or SMGs. I don't know. Shotguns in real life have a pretty good range. But I'm thinking they might make this be shotguns have the shortest range and then SMGs. Maybe I'll keep that just to have a close quarters gun. We got nothing put in. Give you heavy. We got a med kit. A flashbang, maybe put smoke. Can we double up? No, we can't. I think we'll give you a smoke. And then Duran. That's all you have trained. We'll take the silencer off. And then, I don't know, maybe we give you the extra mag? Or the additional mag? Bleeding, maybe? I mean, AP's nice, but I don't think you're gonna do a whole lot of yeah, you don't really do too much damage with this. And then bleeding, I don't know, is that a chance to bleed or it will cause bleeding? I don't know. Maybe we'll put this on just to play with it. Because if it's guaranteed bleeding, and bleeding does a decent amount of damage per turn, I might be okay with taking the quote-unquote sacrifice damage of not using AP rounds. We may as well just load up. God, 2 to 19. Less damage. 35 to 70. Actually, just to make this easier. Oh, we don't have another Scorpion. Alright, never mind. 35 to 70. Nope. 28 to 63. Nope. Reload. Clip size. So the Estrella is basically better. Maybe put slowed on again just to kind of play with it, see what it does. Get some extra mags, I guess. And you apparently have more training. And then armor, right. Okay, so that's 20. You're gonna be the next best. And then let's go another med kit. And then maybe gas bomb again. Just make Duran someone to play with. See how it goes. The other guy's got smoke. So we can throw that down on the extraction. Smoke lasts 2 turns, I think. Yeah, I think having another smoke grenade would be the smarter play, but I like to see what this gas bomb does too. Okay. So that gets that ready. And then this is ready, which we can do after. We got... We're building stuff in the workshop. We're holding off on interrogating people. Okay. I think we've got a handle on this right now. Let's save it. We'll delete that. And we'll do it next time. I'm just starting to get tired. I gotta be able to, like, think clearly. I don't want to make stupid, silly mistakes. And plus, we're pretty much coming up at the end of the stream anyway, so may as well just call it there. Thank you so much for playing with me, guys. I appreciate it. And I will see you next time.